Hello and welcome to the first episode of Caught in 40K. My name is Randy and I'll be the host for today's battle. The two competitors for today will be leading a 1,000-point army with Ian commanding the Adeptus Custodes and I will be commanding the Leagues of Votann. Now it's time for me to hand the mic over to the announcer who will introduce each team's units on the battlefield. Take it away.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've got 5 rounds between two fierce competitors in a battle for glory. Introducing first, fighting as the defenders, the Adeptus Custodes! Trajan Valoris! Valerian, Alea, the Blade Champion, the Shield Captain, 3 Aquilon Custodians, and the Telamon Heavy Dreadnought! And now, fighting as the attackers, the Leagues of Votann! Hernkin Pioneers! Call! And attached with Call is the Einhir Hearthguard. Brokir Thunderkin. Hearthkin Warriors. Chthonian Berserks. And leading the Hearthkin Warriors, we have Brokir Ironmaster with his assistant and 3 cogs. The Sagittore. And the Hekaton Land Fortress!
A twist deck is in play, and the random selection allowed the players to alternate, placing the objectives outside of their normal locations. Let's begin round 1 with the Custodes starting to make their first move. We've got Trajan Valoris joining the Blade Champion and the Shield Captain behind terrain. Alea making her claim to an objective alongside Valerian. Ian uses the Unleash the Lion stratagem, allowing his unit of 3 Aquilon Custodians to split into 3 separate units as they make their move. And the Dreadnought standing there menacingly. Valerian fires into the Hernkin Pioneers. The dice are rolled, 2 shots hit, I saved on 1 and the other went through, bringing 1 Pioneer down from 3 wounds to 1. Another attack comes through as the Telamon Heavy Dreadnought fires his bolt launcher into Brokir Ironmaster's crew, totaling 15 models. The dice are rolled, and out of 7 hits, 6 go through. Ian rolls the wound roll, and 4 end up wounding. I rolled my save and failed 3 of them, so that is 1 ECOG, 2 ECOGs, and 3 ECOGs, all down. That concludes the Custodes' turn. The Pioneers remain stationary in range of the objective. Brokir and friends move forward. The Thunderkin move towards the objective while the Sagittore holds that objective. And the Hekaton moves to hold the center objective. Now I'm going to pause the video and make 2 important notes here before continuing. First, I didn't record a lot of the attacks, especially the ones that I did, so you'll have to forgive me for that. Learning to play while recording is pretty tough. Second, my Hearthkin Warriors fired into the Telamon Heavy Dreadnought with a hope and a dream, knowing likely no damage would occur. Only 2 wound rolls were successful, and the Dreadnought saves on 2 ups. Ian said to me before rolling, Good luck. Now, here's some in-game audio.
Believe
2 up saves for this big robot boy. He rolled 2 ones.
How much damage is that?
He said good luck, by the way.
Now back to the action. The Hecaton Land Fortress fires all weapons onto Trajan, and with that, he has fallen. Round 1 is complete with the Adeptus Custodes at 2 victory points and the Leagues of Votann at 3 victory points. Starting into round 2, Valyrian fires into Brokir Ironmaster and the Warriors. I fail on one of the hits, and one of the Hearthkin Warriors fall. The Telamon Heavy Dreadnought fires his plasma projectors into that same group, and 2 more warriors fall. An Aquilon Custodian fires his fire pike into the Hernkin Warriors. 1 falls and another is down to 1 wound.
And the heretic scum! For the Emperor!
The Custodian charges into the already weakened Hernkin Pioneers. With his attack, another Pioneer falls. The last one down to 1 wound. It's not looking very good for my last bike boy. Another Custodian charges and squares up to the Hecaton Land Fortress. This concludes the Custodes' turn. Now a chance for the Dwarves to retaliate. The Hecaton Land Fortress fires and takes down one of the Custodians. The last Pioneer attempts to fight back on the Custodian, but falls. The Hernkin Pioneers have been eliminated. The remaining models in Brokir Ironmaster's crew charge into the Telamon Heavy Dreadnought but fail to take him down. Their Dreadnought looms over the Dwarves as he prepares to retaliate. Round 2 is complete as the Custodes take the lead with 17 victory points to the Votanns' 16 victory points. Heading into round 3, the Dreadnought fires his Arachnid Storm Cannon, totaling 12 attacks into Brokir's crew. 9 out of 12 succeed on the hit roll. All 9 succeed the wound roll. 3 saves were successful, so 6 attacks go through, and with that, the assistant and 5 more Hearthkin Warriors get zapped. Brokir and 2 fellow Hearthkin Warriors remain. They cannot be defeated, their will's too strong, and they will guarantee the demise of the Dreadnought. A Custodian fires, taking out another Hearthkin Warrior. Valyrian fires, and the final warrior falls. Brokir remains as the warrior's lifeless body is dragged off the battlefield. Fuck. The Dreadnought focuses Brokir Ironmaster down, and the unit has been defeated. The Shield Captain vaults over the terrain, charging the Hecaton Land Fortress. The Blade Champion scales the ruins, charging the Thunderkin. How did he accomplish such an amazing feat?
He knows karate.
It's the karate. The Blade Champion cuts down one of the Thunderkin with his champion blade. The Dreadnought fires at the Berserks, and 2 of them fall. Just before the fighting occurred this round, Ian called for the Custodian that slayed the Pioneers to use his once per battle ability from Golden Light to beam himself up into strategic reserves, and he was promptly placed on the objective on the other side of the battlefield. with one mission in mind. Stop Kull from controlling his objective, even if he has to do it alone. He unfortunately was unable to actually kill anyone in Kull's crew during this attack, but it looked cool though. Anyway, this concludes the Custodes' turn. The Sagitor fires his beam cannon at the solo Custodian and eliminates him from battle, sweeping him off of the objective. That was a Custodian pun, by the way. Sweeping him off of... Anyway, the Chthonian Berserks charge the damaged Dreadnought, point him down, and defeat him. Ian rolls to see if Deadly Demise triggers, but it does not. The Telemon Heavy Dreadnought has fallen. Round 3 is now complete. The Custodes and Votann are tied at 34 victory points. Some major losses for the Custodes this round, but they are not out of this fight. Valyrian starting off the round strong for the Custodes, slashing down all 3 of the Chthonian Berserks. The unit has been defeated. The Hecaton gets to fight first against the Shield Captain this phase, and sadly he falls from the attack. The Shield Captain is no more. This concludes the Custodes' turn. The Hecaton aims and fires against Valyrian. Valyrian falls. The final Custodian boldly battles Kull and the Hearthguard, taking one of them out, but unfortunately he was defeated. Round 4 has finished. The Custodes now at 42 victory points against the Votann's 52. With Ian only having one more unit on the field and being behind on victory points, he surrenders. The Leagues of Votann are victorious. In the spirit of sportsmanship, Ian and I shake hands on a well-fought battle. Please excuse me while I clean my hands to remove the germs of defeat. Thank you so much for watching. I had a great time making this, and I hope to see you on the next episode of Caught in 40K.